A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Lions come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed. No space to fit into football.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Oh, nice move. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to move back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence steps away to his left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And Lawrence going to take it himself.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Jags have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before. He's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Well, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gregory Jr. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that
play. On first down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Looking downfield for Jones. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones. 42 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And the tight end goes in motion left. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Lawrence will throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. ETN once more. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 44, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go again with Etienne. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. On the return is Williams. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw is Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 60 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Goff looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
ETN up the middle, and a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Flush to his right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. From the 31, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Goff now looks to throw. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Out of the gun. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee in the game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Going for it, here's Etienne. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Jags, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a...
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4-1, we sneaky when we slide. No, we slide. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like you riding with each other. Ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding. From the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems. Now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time. They all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding.